This is Bangin Bets with me, Gutsy Picks Cash, and singer-songwriter Eric Van Houten. The theme behind Bangin Bets is just a couple of the boys chilling, smoking, talking sports. And today we are going to go down the entire football slate and predict what we think is going to happen.
One blunt, 16 games. Let's go.
Starting with game one, the Detroit Lions at Kansas City. Obviously now Detroit plus 4.5, Kansas City minus 4.5. Eric, I'll throw it to you first. What are you taking in this game? What side do you like?
I'll make it quick. If Kelsey's out, I'm taking Lions plus 4.5. If he's playing and he's feeling good, you can take Chiefs minus 4.5. It's never going to be an issue.
I couldn't agree more. I think the Chiefs are going to dominate this game. Even with Kelsey being out, I think they're going to be ready for it and prepared for it. I think the Lions are definitely going to give them a little bit of test in the first half, but I think ultimately Chiefs are going to win this game and cover it easily. And I don't know if Travis Kelce's going to play. They said he was hobbling around, so I don't really know what's going to happen. Next game, Bengals, Cleveland Browns. You got the Bengals at minus 2.5 now, the Browns at plus 2.5. Who are you kind of liking in this game? What side are you leaning?
I mean, Joey Burrow's coming out angry, I think, after last season. He's going to win by a mile. I'm going Cincy all the way. Joey's angry. He's going to win it by at least a touchdown, maybe more.
I think that the Bengals are not a bad pick. I think they're going to be a dominant team in the AFC as they have been over the past, 3 fucking years, basically, since Joey got fucking drafted. Yep. But at the end of the day, I do kind of believe in Deshaun Watson. I think that last year was really tough. I know he's had a couple last tough years of his life. But I do think that at the end of the day, he's kind of looking through it, and I think he's going to come out and play. He's still a good quarterback. There's a reason he got paid so much money. He's a good
defense. That defense for Cincy's going to have a tough time, I think, with Chubb. But I still like Burrow.
They always have a tough time, and I think it's going to be the Cleveland Browns. Next game is going to be Bucks at the Minnesota Vikings. Bucks coming in at plus 6 right now. Vikings at minus 6. Obviously, the Vikings losing Dalvin Cook is brutal. Yep. Bucks haven't been the same since, obviously, the Brady saga. What are you thinking in this game?
I do got to show some love to Baker, but I think Kirk and Jefferson are just going to get right back to action. It's going to be a wash, I think.
I actually couldn't agree more. So are you going to take the Vikings minus 6 then? Is that what you're liking in this game?
Yeah. I don't think Baker could put up enough points to match that Vikings offense.
And I actually also think that this line is correct based upon people not believing in Madison. I think a lot of people just see Dalvin Cook leaves Minnesota. This team has lost the main source of their offense now, besides obviously no shirt, chain wearing swagger Kirk. I mean, that guy's the man, bro.
He is him.
Kirk is him. People hate Kirk. I've always been a Kirk guy. And when those videos came out last year, him wearing no shirt and the chains, fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable.
You just can't teach swag. Kirk's got it.
Swag. Kirk
got that has it. Swag. They're winning by more than a touchdown. Lock it.
I 100% think you're right, and I'm a Baker guy too.
I love him to death, but
me too.
You gotta lock it.
I'll always love Baker, but I think this is going to be an easy win. I don't want to say easy. I think no matter what, it's going to be tough. Maybe the Twins. I think the Twins. I think the Vikings are going to run away with this game. Yeah. Next one on the slate is going to be the Carolina Panthers going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Panthers sitting here at plus 3.5. Falcons at minus 3.5. This line kind of stunned me just a little bit. It's two, shitters going at it here. But
yeah, what's the over-under?
The over-under right now in that game is 39.5.
39.5. You don't know if either offense can score that many points. But at the same time, you don't know if the defenses can stop the offense. So that's a great play by Vegas there. But I mean, I think you have to. God, I just don't know if Bryce has what it takes to get a dub in this league. We're gonna find out. But I just don't know if he's got it. I'm psychopath pick of the week. I'm going with the over 39.5 just because those defenses are bad.
Over 39.
And I think we just created the psychopath pick of the week.
Yes, you have Desmond Ridder going up against Bryce Young. I had a video go bananas on TikTok. I wasn't even really totally shitting on Bryce Young, but I was just kind of making fun of how small he is.
It's hard. It's hard to be in this league.
This guy's so fucking small. He's a little pipsqueak out there. This guy's literally going to get murdered. I said that, and he is going to get fucking murdered
That
in the NFL.
right there.
I know Murray. He kind of, Murray kind of got through it. You look at Kyler Murray, like, all right, well, where is he now? I mean, I know he got injured, but for fuck's sake, the guy stinks. Arizona stinks.
Yeah, I don't know if he got through it, man. He was too short. Was too short for the ride. I think Bryce Young is too.
I think Bryce Young is way too fucking short. But at the end of the day, I do think there is a chance that they're going to score, like, even if it's like a punt return, a pick six,
something,
like some random ass fucking touchdowns that are going to happen in this game, and it's going to finish, like 24 to like 6. Some random fuck. It's going to end at like 41, 42, something random like that. The over is a crazy play. I literally don't want to bet either team. I don't even want to put my name behind
on that game. Yeah, it's tough.
I'm going to say Carolina though, because Desmond Ridder is just not good.
Just take the plus money too.
Yeah, I would just have to take Carolina at plus 3.5 because the game might end 3-0.
Yeah,
also, that is a real possibility.
That's true.
3-0. I don't know. That's an absolute wild game.
Yeah.
Next game on the slate: Jaguars at the Colts. This game, you got the Jaguars at -4.5. You got the Colts at plus 4.5. I'll throw it to you first. Is there anything you're kind of looking at? The over-under is 45.5. Does that even really kind of get you going in this game?
I'm going to get a little technical. I really like Anthony Richardson. I really do. And I don't know. Huh. You don't like him?
Well, I talked about that video I got about Bryce Young.
Yeah.
I have another video
about Anthony Richardson.
And it's
not good.
He'll be in CFL in 3 years. Is how
you think so? I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I got some hype, but I think in that game you can't bet against Trevor Lawrence right now. He's got a little chip too.
That Jacksonville Jaguars team is legit. It's gonna be good. Yeah. Duval has taken over Jacksonville.
Yep.
I like the idea of Jacksonville. I think it's a fun team to kind of root for. I could see that team almost being a team that kind of all of America is like, you know what? Hey, good for them. All of America, kind of like with the Seattle Mariners a couple years ago, with the Washington Nationals in 2018 or 2020.
Yep.
It just people are just going, hey, good for this franchise that's fucking horrible.
Yeah,
to actually do something here.
Yeah,
I do think this is going to be that kind of year. And yeah, I mean, without Jonathan Taylor,
it's tough.
What the fuck are they going to do here? I mean, they're the guy they drafted broke his arm.
Yep.
I mean, what the fuck are the Colts going to do? I actually cannot believe that this spread is under 6. The fact that it's even under 5, which is it's a dead number, so I really don't care about it. But the fact that it's even under 5 blows my mind.
You think that's a play to take the -4.5?
Yes, 100%. Yeah. Because I think that they're going to win this game by at least 10 points.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that offense is great.
Jacksonville.
You think about Trevor Lawrence, like that tail end of the season he had last year was incredible. He was playing really good ball.
Absolutely.
And I think if he just picks it up right where he left off, they can walk some of these dump teams like, Houston and the Atlantas and the Carolinas and whoever else they get on their schedule, but they can just walk those teams, I think.
100%. And there's no reason to think that they won't do that because they've just proven year after year now since he got drafted that
he's evolving.
They're doing things that he's getting better. He's getting better as an NFL quarterback. The first year he wasn't great. No fucking shit.
Yeah.
Not many people come out.
And the Jags were really bad then.
Yes, they were very bad. And now Duval's kind of getting the guys that he wants. They've got a lot of dogs on that defensive side. And this is a situation where everyone in the NFL is talented, but I really do think there's a big just skill gap between these two teams.
Yeah.
Just between all 22 guys in the field and the head coach. I mean, Duval has been a legit guy. And we've seen what I'm excited to see what this team is going to do. So yeah, I definitely am going to be taking Jacksonville -4.5.
Are we halfway through the slate? We're halfway through the blunt.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh, so we're cruising.
We're pretty close, and we're not too bad here. But next one's going to be San Fran versus Pittsburgh. San Fran actually at -2.5. Pittsburgh coming in at +2.5. You're over under at 40. Obviously, you got Brock Purdy coming back. The whole fucking Trey Lance situation was absolutely crazy. But kind of what is your thoughts on this game and who are you liking?
I think in every fantasy team that I have, I've taken the 49ers defense.
Wow. A lot of belief in that defense.
I just think that they ball, and they did all last year. And I know they kind of lost some parts, but they picked up some new ones. And I'm thinking they're just going to mimic what they did last year with that just stout defense. And I just yeah, I don't see Pickett and Pickens doing their thing in Pittsburgh.
And Brock Purdy looked legit.
Yeah,
Say whatever you want about
looked
Brock
real.
Purdy. He
Looked like a dog.
He looked like a fucking dog out there. That
Yeah.
guy was sick. And I was not high on him at all because I mean, come out of Iowa State. If you watched Iowa State, you would have been like, what the fuck? Who's this motherfucking guy? But he turned into the guy. I don't know how, but he did, and bailed out the Niners for one of the worst draft picks of all time. Trey Lance was never.
And I mean, you got McCaffrey healthy, you got Debo healthy, you got
yes.
Kittle feeling good. Said he was at least 98% the other day in an interview or something like that. You're looking at a stacked offensive situation, and like I'll be honest with you, I think Ayuk's got what it takes to be a star too.
No, for sure.
I think he made some great plays last year towards the end of the season and in the playoffs when they needed him. I'm telling you right now, man. I think that offense is too good and that defense is too good. I don't know why it's only -2.5. I think that'd be an easy take.
It blows my mind. And Christian McCaffrey arguably is the best player in the NFL. I mean, when he's fully 100% healthy, there's not many people who can do what Christian McCaffrey can do. Like I know Justin Jefferson can go get some crazy catches downfield. I know he can make, but he can't run the ball like CMC can. And CMC, frankly, catches the ball a lot more like Jefferson than Jefferson runs the ball like CMC. Yeah. It's just like CMC is
they utilize him a lot out of the backfield.
Man. Yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, if I was the Panthers, I would treat him almost like I would treat Shohei Ohtani. And I would do anything to not get rid of him. I would do whatever it took to keep him.
I think too, to go with that, man. I mean, just the weapons. And I don't think Pittsburgh's defense is as strong as it used to be. And I think Brock being able to use McCaffrey out of the backfield with those checkdowns things, I think it elevated his game and just made him become a stud, not to mention the stars around him. I think I just read a stat. They jumped $42 million in cap next year and then 66 in 2024. Yeah. So like they got 2 years, you know what I mean? Like this is it. They got like a year and a half, maybe like this season and maybe next if they get to keep a couple of these guys, but that puts them in a sticky situation.
It's truly incredible how it all worked out for him because of how late Brock Purdy was taken.
Yep.
And with how the contracts are, the difference between a fucking top 3 guy and not a top 3 guy and Mr. Why am I blanking on the word? Mr. Irrelevant. Why did I just blank on that word? I have no idea why.
Because we just smoked 3/4 of a blunt.
Well, sure, but even then, my brain's always ready to go, high or not high. The fact that I just couldn't think of the word irrelevant is
irrelevant. Yeah,
irrelevant.
Yeah. How many bucket hats do you think you got?
I got like 4, 5, but that's because there's not. Bucket hats are disrespected, frankly, Eric. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to start an empire.
I'm not judging.
Oh, no, I know. But I have a Troubadour bucket hat, just like that. Yeah. Very nice. Great bucket hat. One of my favorites. It'd be crazy if I was wearing it right now and I would have seen that Spider-Man gif. Yeah. You know what I mean? Where you're just pointing at each other.
Mm-hmm.
But frankly, bucket hats are disrespected. And everyone always thinks that we want these big old flop things, right?
No, you want the old sailor ones.
No, I want these ones. These are the nice, clean, tight ones. Like these are
especially when you're out golfing.
Not a lot of people, exactly, and not a lot of people sell these. So I will be starting a bucket hat company within the next 10 years. Probably 5 though. Who knows? Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
I hope that got picked up on the mic.
Anything's. Oh, it definitely did. Oh, it 100% did.
See, that's the beauty of the green stuff, man.
Yeah, no, you never know what comes out of it.
All right, let's go. We got one more game or 2 more?
We got more than that. But we're going to get through.
Well, let's get going. Oh, we had 12 left. I thought you meant we went through left. 12. Oh, well, no. Let's cook, buddy. That thing's almost gone.
We got like 9. Oh, we're chilling. Nowhere. Arizona Cardinals at Washington Commies here.
Another one.
The Commies are -7. I mean, that really tells you something. I would tell you right now.
Such disrespect to the Cardinals.
I'll tell you right now. That really tells you something.
That's pure disrespect.
The over-under's 38.5. So it's even lower. What are your thoughts on this game? What do you take?
Well, I mean, yeah, both offenses are terrible. Was it Howell that's the quarterback for Washington?
He's confirmed, right?
I mean, you got to pray that could pull something out of his ass.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't that good in college.
Yeah.
I mean, at least I guess I don't want to say he wasn't that good. Obviously, he did some things. I'm just not. I was never high on Sam Howell in college. And still not high on him in the NFL.
I mean,
Bears
if he pulls off a miracle and like turns into a dog, then yeah. And I think that's my game of the week. That no team scores a touchdown.
I mean, I would. You know what?
I'm being
And
serious.
I don't know what that plus money would be.
That's my 9-3 game that everybody hates that was their local televised football game.
You turn it on, you're like, motherfucker.
Yeah, you're like, not. Come on.
You're looking.
You mean my local region can't get any other fucking game?
You're giving me the fucking commies and the Arizona Cardinals on my
Who's
Sunday
is
afternoon.
Murray still playing QB? Is he back? Yeah, he's out.
It's gonna be McCoy. It's Colt McCoy. And
we saw how that went.
Oh, dude. I mean, McCoy is.
And you know what's wild is I used to stay up late and watch the Hawaii football games because it was late at night and I couldn't go to sleep or whatever.
Sure.
And the time difference. So I would watch their college football games every weekend.
Yeah, no, for sure. I still.
And it was Colt McCoy who was running the quarterback for 4 of those years.
Old Colt McCoy.
3 of those years, however it was.
Old Colt McCoy. You know, the Arizona State game or was it? I think it was last weekend. Was going on at 2:30 a.m.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? 2:30 a.m. Game was still going on, like our time, obviously. So it was 12:30. 12:30.
We love that.
Still, I loved it. I mean, as a kid, as a guy who's up all night, nothing like it. Oh yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, man, this is the worst game I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. But if I had a gun to my head and this blend almost being gone, I'm going under. Fuck. I'm taking the under 38.5. Yeah,
I'll take the under too.
That's one of those ones where you're not taking nobody's money line. You're not taking no spread.
I'll take the.
You're strictly going. You're strictly going for the.
Gross.
You're betting on them not scoring. Is what it is.
Next game: Titans at Saints. Titans plus 3.5. Saints minus 3.5. 41.5 is the total here.
I'm curious as to why the Titans are plus money. What are your thoughts there?
It's just because of what they've been doing over the past couple of years. And it really comes down to if you believe that Derrick Henry is still Derrick Henry. Like, he's had some kind of glimpses of almost like, man, is this dude getting old? Like, is he really going to? Yeah. And as a Dolphins fan who watched Ryan Tannehill for 10 years.
You're not getting anything else out of him, yeah.
I mean, you can't. He didn't take us to the playoffs.
I do like Derek Carr with the Saints, but I guess that's one game where I wish I had week 3 or 4 so I could see both teams operating.
100%.
But I think I would have to take the Titans plus money.
Dude, I totally agree. 110%.
I'd have to. It's here, isn't it? Or is it New Orleans?
It's in New Orleans.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. No.
I just don't think the Saints are prepared yet.
What's Derek Carr showed you over the past year to be over a 3.5 point favorite with like not that much better of a football team?
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Not taking it.
At the end of the day, we have Derrick Henry. They don't have Alvin Kamara. They have what's his face? Yep. Williams. They have Williams starting for the next month. Okay. I mean, the advantages are all over the place for the Titans.
Yeah.
I know that obviously they don't have the same kind of wide receiver strengths that they've had over the past couple of years. They're still going to be a decent team. They shouldn't be 3.5 point dogs in this spot, even though it's in New Orleans. Next one's going to be Houston versus at Baltimore. Houston plus 10. Obviously, Baltimore minus 10. Over under 43.5.
What's the money line at?
For Houston, it is plus 375.
I hate those games because Houston always plays up to Baltimore. They make them tight games. I think there was one. I think out of the split last season or whatever they had, I think one game was close. One game is every time they play. It's like Steelers, Ravens, Houston Ravens, and I don't know. Let's see it out the gate. I wouldn't take the minus 10. I'd go Baltimore money line.
Dude, it would just be hard not to think that Baltimore isn't possibly just going to run away with this game. But you just want to believe that maybe the Texans have something, and maybe they're going to be playing with a little bit more kind of just emotion. And I think Davis Mills is still back there, though, man. If you watched any, and I don't watch a lot of preseason at all, but I just happened to catch some of the Texans preseason game, and holy fucking shit, did Davis Mills look bad. And it's just like, I can't even begin to start to believe in Davis Mills to cover this number. I think Baltimore is just going to run away with this. So I would just take a minus 10.
I would probably tiptoe that.
I would just take
in the money line, but then I think for the bang for the buck, you got to go minus 10.
Yeah, for sure. Next one's going to be Packers at Bears week 1. Packers coming in at +1, basically a pick'em game here. Who do you think wins this game?
Give me Fields all day. It's annoying, but give me
That's
Fields all
interesting.
day.
That's interesting for multiple different reasons because you know what? I'm a Jordan Love believer.
That's fair. I just ain't seen nothing yet.
I'm a Jordan.
That's
No,
another. That's another one. I
totally
wish I
agree.
had maybe 3 or 4 games in, so you could see what Jordan's doing.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I said I don't watch a lot of preseason, but I also caught some Packers preseason games and highlights. And it's just preseason. I get it. Jordan Love looked pretty good. Jordan Love looked pretty good. So
All right.
I'm just telling you right now, I'm believing in him. I'm believing in the Packers system. I'm believing in Aaron Jones. I'm believing in one of the best looking head coaches in football.
All right.
And I think that the Bears are absolute fucking dog
That
shit.
should be our bet of the week.
Oh yeah.
We should do one every week where
Yeah.
we take a game and we're like, oh, I'm going this way.
What do we want to call it? We'll call it our
the gamble of the week.
The gamble. Ooh,
the high ride's cool.
Actually, I kind of like that. The high ride of the week. I kind of like that.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
What is it? $50 a game?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Sure.
So you announce it.
And this game is going to be our high ride of the week, which is our favorite picks of the week, where me and Eric bet $100 on the game. The play is going to be in the Packers-Bears game, which is basically at a pick 'em +1 Packers, -1 Bears. Eric, what is your play in the high ride game of the week?
Let's go with the Bears, led by Jay Fields on his feet.
How many rushing yards is he going to get?
I think he goes over 75.
It's somewhat believable. But I'm sorry. They're going to lose to Jordan Love, who is going to take over Green Bay like we haven't seen since Aaron Rodgers. Packers dominate this game. Next game, Philadelphia in New England. You got the Eagles here at -4.5 they got the Patriots at +4.5, over under at 45. What do you like in this game?
Eagles are my most dominant team in the NFL in my mind. That's my pick for that category, if you will. And I think the Eagles just walk on over Mac Jones.
I couldn't agree more. This is probably the game that we agree the most on so far. I think the Patriots are going to get run over like a little kid, like a little college team. They're just going to get trampled like what Alabama does to like Central Tennessee.
They might only get field goals.
It's going to be ugly
because that defense is gross.
It's going to be ugly. That was the easiest bet on the slate in my opinion. Next game, LA Rams at Seattle. You got the Rams here at +4.5. +4. I'm seeing it +4, 4 or 5. We'll go 4.5. We got the Rams here at +4.5. Seattle at -4.5. Geno Smith and the boys. Obviously got Matt Stafford back for the Rams, but what do you kind of like it in this?
I like Kenneth Walker coming back.
Kenneth Walker does it for you, huh?
I think DK's got a chip. Lockett's a stud, underground. And I think
Lockett's always sick.
Geno can make some magic. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, Pete Carroll's like the greatest coach of all time.
I think so.
And no one ever talks about it. Can we talk about this?
He's in his 70s and he looks better than us.
And he looks great. You see him throwing the ball?
Yeah.
Did you see him throwing the football?
Dude would go tarps off at any pool party.
Any pool party. I said, if Geno Smith goes down, get Pete Carroll in there. Get Pete Carroll in the game.
Yeah.
You know, Pete Carroll won a national championship as a head coach at USC.
Yeah, I do recall that.
Do you know no other head coach has ever done that? Greatest coach of all time? They called Bill Belichick greatest coach of all time. I don't think so. I think Bill Belichick's a fraud. That's what I think.
I couldn't agree more.
What's he done since Tom left?
I'm a Bills fan. Yeah, this is going to be good.
This guy's a Bills fan.
I was so ready for this moment.
This guy's a fucking Bills fan. I can't even believe this. And I do feel like one night we were drinking at your crib and you said this, and I almost didn't believe you. I always thought maybe I was getting trolled. Maybe like, oh, this was an inside job. He knows I'm a Dolphins fan. He's just trying to fuck with me. Listen, I was at that Bills playoff game last year. We should have beat you guys.
I'll admit that.
Yeah. And that was the first time in my life. And I'll never fight somebody over like a sporting event. That was the first time in my life where I almost fought somebody over a sporting event. Because Bills fans are brain dead. You know, they were talking.
I'm not going to attest to that.
They were chirping me on the way out. Oh, now you guys want to chirp.
You lost.
We had a third string quarterback. We had a third string quarterback, and it took to the final minutes, if you guys to believe.
Hey,
and
listen,
they were chirping.
It's not about how you do it. It's about if you do it.
And you know what? I do love that saying. That is a saying that I love.
Is that a real one? I think I might have just made
no.
that up.
It's not about how it's because
oh yeah, that's my favorite saying. That's my favorite saying.
It's I coached golf for a year. I coached golf for a year, and I used to tell these kids. I used to tell these kids the same thing all the time. I'd always say, it's not about how you get the ball to the hole. It's about just getting the ball to the hole.
It's very different than what I said, I think.
But that's kind of what you're insinuating.
The way you looked at me convinced me that I did say something real.
You did it fine.
And then my actual brain kicked in.
No. You did it fine. He said,
I said,
run it back.
What was it?
Run it back.
It ain't about how, it's about if.
He said it ain't about how you it ain't about how you get it done. It's about getting it done.
Something like that.
That's what you said, or that's at least what you were insinuating. That's what I assumed.
Roll the footage.
We can run that footage back, but that's what I thought he said in my brain.
All right.
So
where are we at?
That we actually need to spark this up.
Yeah.
Toss him the lighter. Next game on the slate: Las Vegas Raiders at the Denver Broncos. Now, I'm going to be very interested in what your thoughts are on the Denver Broncos. You've got the Las Vegas Raiders here at plus 3.5, Broncos at minus 3.5, over under 44. What are your thoughts on this game?
Isn't Darnold? Who's starting for the Raiders?
Isn't it Jimmy or no?
Yeah, I like.
Yes, Jimmy Garoppolo.
I like the. Let's see. Over under is 44.5.
The over under is.
That's high. I'm taking. If Javonte Williams can get his feet moving, I like the Broncos. If they can get him going early.
You know what? So you like the Broncos minus 3.5? Do you think they dominate the game?
I don't think they dominate. If Jimmy can get back to his old habits, I think he can produce a little bit with Devontae Adams. You'd hope. So I think he can do it. You know what I'm saying? I think they can keep it tight.
Last year,
yeah.
I lost a lot of money last year on Denver Broncos.
Yeah, they lost a lot of freaking games because of Russell Beauty.
I remember one night me and him were at Neighbors. I doubled and tripled down on the motherfucking Denver Broncos. And I make it all back this year. Because this year, the Denver Broncos are going to be legit. All they needed was Sean Payton to come in. I don't know if you saw Sean Payton's quote today. He told Russell Wilson, hey, motherfucker, stop kissing babies. You ain't running for public office. I like that shit. Straighten that motherfucker up. He's out there kissing babies, doing charity events left and right, fucking golf tournaments, beef with Future. Wake up. Wake up, Russell Wilson. And that's what he needed, was for someone like Sean Payton to come in and say, hey, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I can feel that tidal wave.
Exactly.
I said the Broncos. I just think Garoppolo keeps it close.
I think Jimmy's not bad. I kind of wanted him to be a Dolphins quarterback.
It's not going to matter.
Well, not anymore. There was a chance, though, 2 years ago. Then it kind of went away.
Quarterback.
What?
It's not nothing.
Who do you think's better, Jimmy Garoppolo or Tua?
I like Jimmy.
So what does that mean? You think he's better than Tua?
Yeah. So it's not going to matter. The Bills are going to beat the Dolphins every year.
What are the Bills going this year?
Oh, God.
Give me the record.
I haven't even
How many games you winning? Just tell me how many games you winning.
I'll be the first to admit I don't like our defense. I think we're going to get ran all over.
What about your red zone offense?
I think with Kincaid, I like Cook better, and we got Damian Harris.
Well, don't Damian Harris.
I mean, he's a good back in the red zone. Did it for years.
Damian Harris ain't scoring a touchdown on the Miami Dolphins. I'll tell you that much. He ain't scoring a touchdown on the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, it'll be Diggs or
We own Damian Harris.
Kincaid or Knox or Gabe,
Listen, it's gonna
Gabe Davis.
Listen,
maybe.
I think we can both agree it's either our division or it's your division.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Jets are not winning.
No, I think they'll show a little promise with
think
Aaron
so,
Rodgers,
too.
but I don't think they're gonna do anything big.
All right,
Their defense is really strong.
I'll be honest. I'm watching Hard Knocks. I'm on episode 4. I'm not trying to say that. I know it. They don't look too bad. They haven't looked too bad.
Their defense is stout, man.
They got this guy on defense, bro. I don't even know what his name is. What, he was Washington or something?
The
Washington
big boy?
Jr.?
Yeah.
99?
Yeah,
Number
he beat the
99?
crap out of the Bills
Holy
front
fuck, man.
5 by himself
That guy's
last year.
nasty, bro. Quentin Williams. No, Quentin Williams is the guy. Yeah, but there's a different guy, number 99. I don't know if he's a rookie or who the fuck he is.
The big nose tackle.
No, that's Quentin Williams. He's nasty.
Yeah.
He's getting paid like a fucking $1 billion, bro. He's also the dude that got caught driving like a $120 one time.
So this is the last game. The Jets. Oh no! Wait, what game were we on?
We actually got sidetracked because we were talking about our divisions.
Yeah, that's right. But what was the game we left off at?
The Denver Broncos.
Yeah,
Las
we took
Vegas
Denver.
Raiders,
We took
and
Denver.
And we took Denver. All right, 3 games left. This one is going to tell me a lot. Miami Dolphins in LA versus the Chargers. Dolphins plus 3.5. Chargers minus 3.5. Eric, I'm not even going to tell you what the total is because who cares about the total?
Dolphins plus 3.5.
Who's winning this game?
Dolphins plus 3.5.
Dolphins plus 3.5.
I think I'm taking that security.
You think you're taking the Dolphins plus?
I don't know if the Chargers have like shaken off the cobwebs of anything really. They were dogs last year and then they choke. Or they didn't get in, did they?
Last year, and also somebody I always bring up, remember 2 years ago when them and the Raiders were playing?
Yeah.
And they could have tied. Dude, I bet on the tie. I remember Brandon Staley called that timeout, and then the Raiders came out and kicked a field goal and won the game.
That's a tough beat. That's what you call a tough beat.
I remember it for the rest of my life. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with Bryce because I thought it was going to cash. It was going to be the biggest hit of my life, basically, in sports betting.
That hurts my heart for you.
It hurts just thinking about it, but that's all I think about when I think about
the
rate, especially the Chargers going to playoffs.
I don't know. I do. Oh God!
Damn, that thing's right over top of him.
Right over top of me, man. I do think. I don't know. I think the Dolphins can win that game. Tyreek is a beast.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I'm not saying that to make
And
you
Jalen
happy.
Waddle.
Yeah, Jalen Gesicki.
We got 2 top. Gesicki's gone.
Oh yeah, that's the weed talking.
That's a tough top. No, touchy subject.
All right, continue.
Touchy subject.
What are you taking? You didn't say anything.
I have to say something? Oh,
The
I was moving on to the next
Dolphins.
game. I don't keep your points. I don't need them. I don't want them. Dolphins money line. Second to last game, Sunday Night Football. First Sunday Night Football game of the year. Dallas Cowboys minus 3.5 going up against the New York Giants. Over under 46.5. What are you taking?
Don't the Cowboys tend to suck against the Giants?
I mean, it's a big rivalry. They split a lot, but yeah, at times definitely. I think they've
Is that
historically
MetLife?
struggled more.
No, because the Jets game is.
Oh, it's in New York.
Really?
It's in New York, yeah.
Wow, that's a strong night. 2 nights for New York. Who am I taking?
I know it's a tough one. I know who I'm taking. You want me to see who I'm taking first?
Yeah, you start it.
It's the Cowboys. It's Dak Prescott and the boys. They don't got Zeke anymore. They don't need Zeke. Zeke's dog shit. Bring in Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard's that guy. He is him, as the kids say. He is him, as the kids say.
I do like Saquon.
I never said I didn't like Saquon. Saquon's him.
I don't know.
Timothy Jr.
Maybe Brian Daboll's my guy too. I'm gonna take the Giants plus 3.5.
Sure. You think they win the game?
No, I think Dallas wins by a field goal.
Should be a great game.
2017. Cowboys.
Dak wins MVP this year. Gets second behind Tua. That's my official prediction. Who wins MVP?
Holy cannoli. Who wins MVP this year?
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
Tua Tagovailoa. Who gets second?
Probably Mahomes if they get there, but I don't think they have a strong enough team this year. I say that every year just
I'll
because
say Dak Prescott. Okay.
my anger issues from 13 seconds. Continue.
Monday Night Football. You ready to talk about this?
I guess. Save the best for last.
Buffalo Bills going into New York and playing the Jets, welcoming them to the league because it's basically just a whole new franchise at this point. -2.5 right now the Bills are, which is an insane line to me. What are you taking in this game?
I mean, I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to go Bills -2.5. I think the Bills will come out strong this year. Probably win by 4, though.
Really? Close game?
Yeah. Like a 24-20 or
24-20.
Yeah.
Over under is 46.5. I can see it being an under. I can see the first 2 primetime games this year both hit over, like tomorrow night over, Sunday night over, and then Monday night just under. Something like that happened.
Yeah. Although I do think our run defense is bad enough to allow a lot of points to get put up, which in return would be Josh Allen putting up a lot of points as well.
Yeah. Because I do think that Dalvin Cook is going to be an issue because the one thing that
he ran all over us in Minnesota.
Exactly. And
we lost Draymond Edmonds. We got Matt Milano, who's like a zone linebacker in our middle. He's not meant to like run down the line and take a block at the yard line.
He's not running downhill. He's running side to side.
Yeah, he's more of the zone like drop back.
He's running up the hill sometimes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's
not what we're looking for.
No. So I think the Bills D will get torched on the ground. And I hope I'm wrong, but that's my gut feeling. I watched the 2 of the preseason games, and then we got torched on the ground. Sad.
Yeah, the defense. I think the defense is definitely going to be a problem this year. You guys had no all-stars 2 years ago on defense or all-pro team, whatever. And then last year you had like 3, I think, maybe 4. Very strange. I just don't even know if I believe in that defense. I know
the secondary is pretty decent, and like we have good linebackers, but it's just the run. It's our run defense that has always been the issue.
Yeah, and I think the Jets, even if they do struggle kind of for their first game of the season, actually playing together as a team, no matter, they have to struggle. It's not just going to work right away. There's no way. And I think that they're just going to resort to running the ball and just hoping that they can do. And I think that's how the Jets are going to keep the game close. But I think the Bills are going to win this game by at least 7 points. I really do. I can't believe. I think 2.5 seems too crazy. Even with the defensive problems, we're not even sure about the Jets' defense yet. A lot of people are just assuming it's going to be good because of that defensive line. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. So I know Sauce Gardner's back there.
If I was somebody, if I had a ton of cheese, I'd probably put a lot on the -2.5.
I think I will be betting the -2.5. Let the records show. More than likely will be. I do like that a lot. But that's all the games. So now we just got to think about how you want to end the show.
You've been tuned in to 96.9. Thanks for listening to Bangin Bets.
You should say something like that. I don't know what you just said. I liked it. I liked the sound of it. That's what we need is something like that.
Coming at you from 96.9. Thanks for tuning in to Bangin Bets.
That's perfect.
Oh, man.
Wow.
That's so good.